You'd have to study violin for years before you'd get a tone like that, with a vibrato and double stops. Oh boy, it would be an expensive proposition for sure. Now listen to the viola. Listen to the cello as I go down to the lower register. And all the way down for the string bass. And while we're way down in the basement, let's listen to the bassoon. It's a certainty that somebody's going to say, make it sound like a saxophone. And that saxophone certainly brings to mind the cry-baby trumpet. And then, as the sun sets slowly in the west, and we turn our thoughts to vacations in Hawaii, we hear this. Now, one important reason for having a two-manual organ is so you can play one type of instrument on the upper keyboard and another type of instrument on the lower. So let me play the mellow cello on the lower manual with a vibraphone on the upper. Why, there's nothing to it at all. I'm playing only one note at a time. You can have more fun with your Conn organ. And by the way, I don't happen to be an organist at all. I'm a guitar picker from Texas. I've learned to play the organ for my own amusement, or should I say my own amazement. You can do the same. One of the reasons why you can play the Conn so easily and so well is because of Conn's coupler system. For example, when I play middle C, I can get the C above to sound automatically by adding this 4-foot flute tab. Then by adding the 16-foot Borden, we automatically play the C 1 octave lower. This means I am automatically playing 3 notes with 1 finger. This is a real flute ensemble, which is a fancy name for 2 or more instruments played at the same time. Listen to the rich and full tones of the flute ensemble. Now you can play strings, reeds, diapasons, or flutes in ensemble, and they can be combined in an endless number of combinations. In fact, you can play your own Conn Caprice organ for years and never use all of the many combinations at your fingertips. Organ is many things to many people. And while I said at the beginning, many of us think of the organ as a keyboard orchestra, still many want it to sound like an organ. Whether it be the old reed organ that Grandma had in her parlor like this, the nightclub organ, the voice of the organ as you might hear it in church on Sunday. And the mighty theater organ. And please, may I remind you that this is coming from the smallest Conn organ, the Caprice, with no external speakers. So whatever pleases you, whether it's the voice of an orchestra, novelty effects, Grandma's pump organ, the church organ, the nightclub organ, or the theater organ, you'll find it all in this wonderful Conn Caprice organ. An instrument of unexcelled tone, built by specialists in tone. Compare it to any organ. There is a noticeable difference.